Good morning again. I didn't quite expect to see you so soon, but and I wished I had better news for you, but I do not. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. I'm sure folks want to know what's going on. As you see the headlines say, U.S. mandates vaccines or tests for big companies by January 4th. As the article says right here from AP, I'll link it down in the description. Tens of millions of Americans who work at companies with 100 or more employees will need to be vaccinated by COVID-19 by January 4th or get tested for the virus weekly under government rules that took effect Thursday. So this is all coming on pretty quick, and you might either want to share the video or the article that I link in the description. It doesn't matter to me. It's not about me getting views. It's about the information getting out there. It says the Occupational Safety and Health Administration said companies that fail to comply could face penalties of nearly $14,000 per violation. The new requirements, which were first previewed by President Joe Biden in September, will apply to about 84 million workers at medium and large businesses, although it is not clear how many of those employees are unvaccinated. Tougher rules will apply to another 17 million people who work in nursing homes, hospitals, and other facilities that receive money from Medicare and Medicaid. Those workers will have an option for testing and will need to be vaccinated. Let me say that again. Those workers will not have an option for testing and will need to be vaccinated. It was unclear how OSHA planned to enforce the rules. A senior administration official said the agency would target companies if it gets complaints. That's kind of an important note there. Workers will be able to ask for exemptions on medical or religious grounds. So that is, that is what it is. That needs to be looked into very, very heavily, and see if those exemptions are truly getting granted or if it's just, there for good looks. The release of the rules followed weeks of regulatory review and meetings with business groups, labor unions, and others. So you remember that they all sold you out. Don't forget that. The regulations form the cornerstone of Biden's most aggressive effort yet to combat the spread of COVID-19, which has killed more than 740,000 people in the U.S. Although, we already know, and I'm not allowed to say, just say it in your head, OSHA drafted the rules under emergency authority meant to protect workers from an imminent health hazard. Senior administration officials said the rules preempt conflicting state laws or orders, including those that ban employers from requiring vaccinations, testing, or the wearing of face masks. The administration will face an immediate challenge from Republican state officials who are eager to fight Biden in court. More than 24 Republicans serving as state attorneys general have indicated they plan to sue, arguing that only Congress can enact such sweeping requirements under emergency authority. Last week, 19 states sued to stop Biden's narrower mandate that employees of federal contractors be vaccinated. That requirement was scheduled to take effect December 8th, but the administration said Thursday it will be delayed until January 4th to match the requirements on other large employers and health care providers. Workers will need to receive either 2 doses of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine or 1 dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine by January 4th. Unvaccinated employees must submit a verified negative test to the company at least once a week and wear face masks on the job. Now, see, this doesn't make any sense. Because, and again, we're not allowed to really openly talk about it. I don't know where that line is for me to talk to you about it, and it makes no sense for me to sit there and dance on it and dare YouTube and all of that. That's stupidity. You know, I know, we know. OSHA will require, employees who test positive must be removed from the workplace. That's common sense. OSHA will require businesses to provide paid-off time for employees to get vaccines and sick leave to recover from side effects that prevent them from working. The requirements for masks and paid time off for shots will take effect December 5th. Real quick, before I finish up reading here, I want to say I'm going to also link in the description a video of Tim Pool that Tim Pool had is still going through, I guess, dealing with COVID. And he had put up a very, very good video. And as long as it hasn't been taken down, I will also link that in the description because it's on his Timcast channel. He's got multiple channels, so I'll just link the particular video down below. So, okay, continuing on. Sorry. Because vaccinations are free, OSHA said companies do not have to provide for or pay for tests. The Centers for Medicare, provide or pay for test. So I guess I think basically what that's saying is that the employees could be charged for the tests. I think that's exactly what that's really saying without saying it. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services issued a rule requiring vaccination for workers in 76,000 health facilities and home health care providers that get funding from the government health programs. A senior administration official said that several large private healthcare organizations imposed their own mandates and achieved high vaccination rates, 96% or higher, without widespread resignations. My question is, and I know that they say vaccination rates. My question is, what's the percentage of exemptions? I want to know those numbers too. I want to know, of all the compliant people, I want to know how many of those compliant people are exemptions. I'll wait. Oh. The White House sees the new requirements as a potent tool to winnow down the ranks of the tens of millions of Americans who have thus far refused to get a shot. Sounds like something that Biden would say, wouldn't it? Winnow down or not? Let's see. For weeks, Biden has encouraged businesses not to wait for the OSHA rule to take effect. He has touted businesses that have already announced their own vaccine mandates and urged other companies to follow their lead. Like the little Pied Piper. Administration officials say those efforts are paying off, with about 70% of the nation's adults now fully vaccinated. Let's see. However, some companies have expressed fear that some vaccine hesitant workers might quit, leaving their workforces even thinner in what already is a tight labor market. Several large business groups complained about the timing of the mandate. Retail groups worried that the requirement could disrupt their operations. During the critical Christmas shopping period, retailers and others also said it could worsen supply chain disruptions. Here we go. The mandate on federal contractors led to demonstrations by opponents, including workers at NASA rocket engine test site in Mississippi. Some said they are immune because they contracted COVID-19. Others said vaccines violated their religious beliefs and constitutional rights. Amen. No one should be forced to take the medical treatment just to keep their job, said Nyla Trumbach, an engineer at the site. There's years and years of experience and skill out here, and I just want anyone who's watching to see what we stand to lose here if these people don't keep their jobs. Dozens of groups sought meetings with the administration officials to air their concerns and objections to likely provisions of the OSHA rule, including the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the National Association of Manufacturers, the AFL-CIO, and anti-vaccine organizations. Folks, unions today are crap. And one of the key elements, if we want to put this country back on track, is fixing that. I'm not all pro-union. I'm not all anti-union. Personally, for me, I've been burnt. No, thank you. But nonetheless, why was I burnt? I was burnt because unions became weak. Okay, different discussion for a different time, but still. It's a key component for workers' rights and for us being able to build the country that we once had. That's how this country was built, was because of those workers' rights. Plain and simple. Anyway, something to chew on here. That's what's going on. If you feel so compelled, share the video, share the links below. Again, I'll leave the link for this article, and I'll leave the link for the for Tim Pool's video as long as it's still up. And I urge you to share either this video, the article, and I urge you to watch Tim's video. So anyway, hope you all have a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon. Shalom.